And you said the Twitch is Mad Monster 12?
We are live now.
Welcome,
Thank you
everybody.
for joining. Welcome to all of our viewers. We'll give it a couple of minutes for people to join in, and then we'll make our introductions.
Awesome. I'm wearing a corset and it feels like it's cutting me. These things are never comfortable.
And it's tougher for beauty.
I know. The
Yep.
things you have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
To be a Madam Monster.
Yes.
Well, hello, you're joining us live with Noveen Crumbie, who is in the game Friday the 13th, the game. If you have any questions for her, feel free to ask. We'll address them and she can get to you.
Woo.
And we have bad news and good news. Of course, the good news is that you're joining us. That's the best news of the day. The bad
No, thanks.
Larry Zerner had a schedule conflict, so he won't be able to join us tonight.
Oh, okay.
And then we got our first comment. Say hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny. How are you? Happy Friday.
Yes, I
Yes.
didn't realize it was Friday because days are melding in together. I don't know about you guys. With all the stuff that's happening, I don't ever know what day of the week it is anymore.
No, I just figured out it was Friday like 20 minutes ago.
It makes sense. Friday the 13th, the game live on Friday.
Exactly. I'm like, I know I have it this day, but what day actually is it?
I woke up today and I was like, oh, goodness. It is Friday. You have to put makeup on. The process takes about 2 to 3 hours. So.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Again, if you guys are just joining us, we'll be here talking about Friday the 13th, the game. I have it here.
We are live.
My favorite.
Live.
And let's see. They said hello, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi. Andrew.
Hello, Rachel.
Rachel.
For joining us.
Hi, Rachel.
So you play the game, Noveen?
I actually have not played the game yet, but I recently bought a Switch. I bought a Switch and I got the game.
Yeah?
And I'm a little scared to play it because I've seen everyone else play it. I only know how to do car games, like car racing, like, ooh, I can do that. But yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this live thing, and then I'm going to tell all of the fans and people and hop on and hopefully not kill my own self. So
we always joke that it would be great. Like, what if one of the voice actors joined in and they just start talking in the party?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I definitely plan on doing that.
That would be great and confusing because I always play Vanessa. Like, she's my go-to character.
Yay.
Yes, me too. Wonder Vanessa. I played the Vanessa with the Wonder Woman costume on. That's my favorite Vanessa.
I put Vanessa in the darkest tracksuit available. So
so no one sees you. Yep. Yeah. Camouflage.
I take a risk because I love being the weirdo in the group. But Wonder Vanessa, it's a good luck thing for me. Wonder Woman was one of my favorite things as a kid, so I loved it that they gave Vanessa a Wonder Woman costume. And she looks awesome. Did you see all the costumes that your character wore, and how much of your likeness is she based on?
I've seen most of the costumes. The only thing that we're not kind of similar in is height, because clearly she's fully grown and I'm still like 5'1". But other than that, she's a driven woman. She doesn't take no for an answer. Same thing like me. Like, she's not going to let Jason catch her. Yes. Like, no, we're not about to let that happen. So we will run to save our lives. So I would say we're pretty similar in the way of, just wanting to stay alive.
How did you actually get involved, like with doing Vanessa?
Well, my agent had sent me an audition for it, and I auditioned for it. Months or however so went by, and then I got the email that I actually booked it. So went into the studio. That was actually one of the first video games I booked. It was the first one that was released, and I had no idea what to expect from it. So going into the studio, it was over a course of a few months, a lot of months, because it involves a lot of screaming and a lot of stress on your throat. So we couldn't do that all in one session.
I was going to ask about that. So you already answered that question for me.
Like, we had to channel painful, scary things to get some of those screams to be believable.
Well, I'm very in touch with my emotional side, so it was very easy for me to just feel like I'm dying or just easily cry on cue and just, pretend I had blood stuck in my throat and Jason just slit it and I'm just like dying.
Was the script was it quite a long script, like everything that they needed Vanessa to say?
It changed each time. I don't think they really had everything completely together because throughout a process there'll be changes and all that kind of stuff. But it was pretty much, it was pretty much just like the kind of character she was. So just like driven and what she wanted to say. And they had ideas of what they wanted her to say if Jason killed her this way or pinned her against a tree that way or just kind of sliced her neck off that way. So over the course of all these sessions I had, I would say there was a lot to say. There was a lot. I feel like it was equal choking and dying noises.
Yeah.
Equal parts talking.
Yeah, there's a lot of like sound effects noises.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing to the window.
Iconic line. Like live. Me and my friends say them all the time. Like, is that a person? Like, it's so funny the things that they made the characters or the counselors say.
Yes.
What about what was it? My favorite one. You like that, asshole?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Jarvis has the best lines because it's so insulting, but they sound so funny when he says it.
Oh my God.
Asshole! I die every time they say that.
Come here, it's me. You won't remember, like.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember all these lines.
The sweater.
We just got a request from Rachel. Can you give us one of your favorite lines, screams to record?
Yes. This is one that I actually do a lot when people ask. Hello? Is this the police? Please, we need you here right now. Jason's after us. He's coming. Please, oh God, please.
Yes, I love it.
That's a good one. Jordan Harper says, hey.
Hello.
He's one of our hosts.
Nice.
Mad Monster. Scott Monster Perry. He's one of our biggest mad monsters out there.
Hello, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Jenny says, I quote those in my real life.
You like that, asshole?
Yes. What about one of my other favorites was Jason, Mother was talking to you. You had to do the sweater one too, right?
Yes. I definitely had to do that one. I definitely don't sound like a mother, but I was like, all right, here we go. We're going to do it. And I did my best, and yeah.
Did you watch a lot of the films too before you once you got cast?
Yeah, I did watch a lot of the films, a lot of the old films, and I know they remade some of them as well. They're very quite different. But they all have in common just like horror and thriller and everyone's scared and running for their life. And I was like, I think I can do that.
And the 1980s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like dramatic.
The part was campy and had a little comedy to it. Like, they didn't take it so serious.
Yeah.
Did you do more than just Vanessa? Did you
no, I just did Vanessa and then pretend Jason mother. But no,
I think some people did more than one character. I think.
Yes, I think there was one or two people that voiced two different characters in the game.
Like the
but
guy
I was like,
Chad.
Yes, yeah. But I was like, listen, I got the token black girl. I am good. Okay.
Hey,
I got her.
My other favorite character is Fox. I like Fox too.
Yes.
Fox is really versatile. All they were missing with her character was her tail. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, they did. Yes. Did they not have a costume with it?
It was in the movie. She just dressed like a badass, and she had a tail that was attached to her belt loop.
Yeah.
They didn't put that on her in the game. So I thought that was like unfortunate.
Yeah.
Maybe it was too hard to digitize or animate.
Oh.
Something like that.
I like Victoria
Maybe.
too, just because
Yes.
it's really supposed to be Melissa the bitch from Part 7. But
Oh yeah, it is.
I gotta have my blonde in there.
You know,
Hilarious.
versatile. Gotta be versatile.
Yeah. Of course, I play Vanessa, my main character.
Mhm.
Secondly, I play AJ in the skeleton.
Yes.
Now in the skeleton outfit.
I like her perks too, so I have her
He has
set.
really good fixing
Really
perks.
amazing. I have like
Nice.
if Jason grabs me, there's a really good chance he's not gonna. He better slash me because he grabs me, I'm getting away.
It's so funny when you get in a lobby and they're all Vanessas. You know that Jason is hating life because you can't catch her. She's so
Yes.
Yes.
I've watched a few gameplays. I've seen
Yes.
gameplays on YouTube. I'll just go on people's gameplays and watch them, and most people are Vanessa, and I'm like, wow.
What's your favorite outfit she wears that you've got to see?
I would say I do love the Wonder Woman one because
Have you
she's
ever dressed
super
up like
powerful.
Wonder Woman?
I have not. I was actually thinking about doing that for Halloween.
You should.
Like straightening my hair, putting the
Vanessa.
ponytail,
Yeah.
like everything
Yeah.
and doing it.
If you do that, you better send a picture. I'm going to die. I'm
Yeah.
going to go out for you.
Got some more hellos.
Hello.
Priscilla says hi, Noveen.
Hi, Priscilla. She's one of my biggest fans on Instagram, and she's actually playing the game right now too. She messaged
That's
me.
great.
Love her.
Says hi.
I saw
Hi, Sebastian.
Hi, Sebastian. Hi, Jeff.
Jeff wants to know if did they have you record anything for the expansion that got scrapped before they scrapped it? Any insights in where it was going?
Not that I know of. Everything that I recorded before the game came out, before they put everything together and put them on the shelves. I never got any word as to this is going to be part of an expansion pack, or this is going to be something you guys have to have this many tokens for, or something like that. It was just record everything, put it together, send it out. So that's all I know about that.
So you got called back then to do more then, right?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
That one expansion where you're playing through like the scenarios, that's really hard because I can't even get through those. But when you're playing as Jason, you have to kill people. You know what I'm talking about?
The single player.
The single player challenges are so hard.
They are hard. But it's so worth it when you get the unlocked emotes, because the emotes make the game for me when you start dancing or.
Yes, I love that.
Vanessa's emotes.
Yeah, like it's so funny. It's so funny.
Oh, and she's like this.
She did it to the snake from the 80s.
Yeah.
I would have died.
Oh my gosh, I've seen that.
Oh, and I hope I don't massacre her name. Anne-Marie or?
Anne-Marie Crumbie. That is my mom.
How does your grandma feel about you being murdered?
So the first time I told her that I got this video game and I was explaining to her I'm a character that is basically bludgeoned and killed by this masked man in the woods in a camp alone at night. And she was just like, oh Lord, me can't see that. Me don't want to see that. I was like, well, I won't tell her about that video game anymore. But I'm like, I have other happy video games I do. So I was like, I've never shown her that. Exactly. I've never shown her any clips of this one.
Yeah, I bet was it really freaky the first time you saw your character get murdered by Jason? I bet that was
It was. It was a little surreal because it was my first video game I've done and that came out. And hearing myself was weird to begin with, but then also seeing my character's head get cut off and all this stuff, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But I kind of got used to it after a while, and it's just, oh yeah, that's just me dying. No big deal.
I remember the first time I played, I remember, this has been 3 years now. Gosh, where did the time go?
Yeah, wow, yeah.
It was released May 26th.
May 26th.
I remember getting it digitally. It wasn't even available physically, and I bought it immediately. Did not know that it was being made, and I'm the only thing I'm bitter about is I always wanted Sabini Jason, and I can't get it because I didn't know to kickstart it. I didn't know anything about it.
But don't feel so bad. As cool as he looks, perks and stats are not good.
I heard it's terrible. I like part 4. My favorite Jason to use, well, isn't Jason at all. I love using Roy. I know that's weird.
Yeah. Candy bars.
I'm doing a Roy fan film soon, so.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Yeah,
weapons. Let's talk some weapons. Like, what's your favorite weapon to use in the game, HellBarbie?
I was going to ask that, yes.
I got my favorite tool right here. I carry it with me every day. This is the coveted pocket knife.
Yes.
I but I got my machete too.
I love this. Well, again, I haven't played the game, but I've seen some gameplays. I've watched a few gameplays, and the random things. Oh, definitely. I'm so down. I'm so gonna kill my own self, but I'm so down for this.
Pick it up. They are highly sought after.
I want one.
Yeah, they sell them online. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna originally ask you, but you wouldn't have been able to answer it. I was gonna ask you and Larry originally. I was gonna ask y'all, what's your other favorite character to play besides yourself? But you'll be able to answer that.
I mean, I do want to try all the characters and see how they are as well, besides my own. I think to start out, I will be Vanessa and just kind of jump in and be like, hey guys, it's me. And see how that goes.
It's awesome, by the way. I play on the PS4. I'm higher level, but I'm enjoying the Switch more for some reason because more people are playing, and I'm better at Jason on the Switch. I'm good at Jason. Playing Jason. But when I play a camper, I'm always, I'm always only use like 4 of them. There's some of them that I hate. When I get the hippie guy, I get mad. Well,
he's good for fixing stuff, which is
that gun fixes it. But the Switch now has some glitches that they really need to fix. Like you pick your character, and a lot of times you won't get the character you pick. And I'm like,
interesting.
What?
Yeah.
They're like, JK, let's make you with this.
I quit because I went Vanessa several times.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you'll find out about that when you start playing. I don't know how it is on Switch, but I know on PS4, every time they patch or update, something else breaks in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes
I wanted to play with you the other night.
Huh?
I got to play with you too, Gina. I've been wanting to play. I was going to play the other night, but I had a rehearsal for a play I'm in. But
I got some practice in because I took a few months off in playing it, and I felt a little rusty. So it's like before I do the video, I should at least freshen up and play it again.
I played it last night till 2 a.m. So.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
I survived 3 times as Vanessa. I got away in the car. I ran around and just got away from Jason that way. I survived by just lasting. And then one of the times I just the police came and I got away with the police.
That's right. Okay, yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
We always try to kill Jason. That's
I can't kill him on the Switch.
Because you can leave without killing him, right?
You can escape.
Yeah.
You know, if you wait different ways, by boat, by car, or by car.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, by boat. Yeah.
Survive. If the match runs out, you'll survive the night. If Jason can. But usually, like, fun and all that. Yeah, you want to kill Jason, and they make it hard enough for you because it's a formula. You got to have a girl, a survivor, so she can Pamela better. You got to make sure Tommy knows what he's doing. You got to get the right.
I always get crappy Tommies lately.
Yeah, you're almost there, and someone messes it up, and then you're like screwed. You're like, oh no, and you're just running away because you have no weapons or
nothing. Yes. I was gonna say, Jason in the game, I've seen gameplays where Jason can just disappear in one spot and then appear in like a completely different spot, and I was like, oh, this is why it's hard.
Yeah, it makes you. It jump scares you because it gets quiet. He has a morph and a shift. One he can run really fast and appear, and one where he can go to a different side of the map.
Oh my gosh, I saw that. I was like, wow, bless everyone's hearts that are playing.
We were talking about how he's slightly more overpowered now when they updated and allowed him to have rage. Because once he goes into rage, you can't stop him.
Yeah, really be careful.
And you can bust through walls and bust through doors.
When
you rage, you're just like, all right, I'm either running till I'm out of stamina and I die, or I can hide and hopefully he can't find me. But it's over. Once he's in rage, that's it.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this now.
You'll definitely learn.
Oh my
your
gosh, I
playing
can't believe
style.
you're not playing it. You would love it. I mean, it's so much fun. It's
Just don't have high expectations on driving the cars because the handling on the cars are terrible.
I suck.
I saw.
The car like spins out. It's just a terrible reaction.
It's touchy. Oh man.
Drive far, so if you get stuck on a rock, you're stuck. Like.
Oh my god.
I've been in a car where Jason kicked it somehow and it went into the water. It was a glitch. The next thing you know, you're in the water, the car is sinking and it's destroyed.
Oh my god, I love that. That's so funny.
I always say those on video because it's just so hilarious. Like, did you see that? The car just went flying. Like he kicked it. He can turn off the car by hitting the hood.
I was gonna say I've seen him stop it just like that. And it's like, all right, car's done. Better start running.
It makes me so mad sometimes.
But I guess it keeps the game challenging because
I have to turn off my mic because I'll be cussing. Hot now. Especially when Jason tries to grab me. I love it when I'm Vanessa and I squirm away.
It's like your mom trying to get somebody to check out.
Oh yeah.
Trying to grab me. Yeah, I take it seriously.
Amber says, "Let's play."
Oh, we will. I'm gonna kill my own self. So.
Definitely. I saw
that looks like White Mike beat single player mode and revealed Jason X. I haven't done that.
Oh my god!
I'm sad that they didn't get to do Jason X. Did you have stuff that you filmed for that?
Nope. Not that I know of. We just recorded everything ahead of time before the game came out. So they never really specified if this was for that or this was for that, or maybe they have, and I just forgot. But it's been 3 years.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate the way it went with the game.
Yeah.
The potential.
Mm-hmm.
So it overcame a curse. I don't know if you ever played this. I have this right here, but I played this as a kid, and it was Friday the 13th.
I'm obsessed.
Oh my gosh!
And this game was hard because the map was kind of backwards. It was inverted. So you would try to go, you look at the map, like at the left, and you're like, okay, I'm going to run left. And then you look at the map again, but you're on the right side of the map. Oh, it's a hard game.
I mastered that game, though. I worked very hard to master that game.
What console was that game for?
NES.
Original Nintendo. 8-bit Nintendo.
Wow, I was like, what do you got? Blow the inside.
Yes.
I was like, that is so huge. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The old 8-bit days. That's what the 8-bit Jason's model
was. The 8-bit scheme.
Yeah.
The blue one.
I love it.
So you worked for Disney too?
I do. I work at Disneyland. I'm a dancer in the parades and the shows. And I mean, currently right now, everyone is not working. But I've been there for about 2 years, and I'm in. I was in Viva Navidad, Fantasmic, and what was the summer one I was in? Mickey's Sensational Parade. So I'm a dancer in the parade. You guys can come check it out when Disneyland opens.
I don't know if people saw it where you said, was it Disneyland or Disney World?
Disneyland, yes.
I've only been to Disney World because I live in Georgia. So
I live 3 miles from Disney World. Like literally 3 miles.
I'm so jealous.
So y'all are close then, kind of.
We're closer then, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we were getting the times, I guess, for this, I was so confused about the time. I'm like, wait a minute, is it 6 or 9? Because it's like 6 there and 6 something there, and it's 9 something.
It's
here.
Oh, that's right. Oh wow. Yeah, 6:23 here.
So the night is young for you, girl.
The sun is still out over here.
Oh yeah,
Andrew says we need to go to Disney. Priscilla says, "I love you, Noveen."
Let's go to Disney, Andrew. I love you too, Priscilla.
Yes. I've never been to California. I'd love to.
White Mike put up if anybody wants to add it and play with White Mike. That's his PlayStation Network name, right there.
Okay, so I have a question with these video games because I just voice video games. I don't even play consoles or anything. If you're on Friday the 13th on the Nintendo Switch, you can play with someone who's on a PS4?
No.
No, it's only Nintendo.
Oh,
if you're
in a perfect world, everybody would be able to play it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, everyone's together.
How cool would that be? But
yeah, because I have friends that play it on Xbox. I don't have an Xbox. I'm on PS4. It's available on PC as well. And so those who play PC, you're kind of limited.
Yeah, because I used to play only on PS4, and then I got the Switch because I love Legend of Zelda, and I just happened to get a copy of it from us, nothing. So it was like I had to start completely over. I was kind of.
Oh, right.
I feel like that every time I take a break from the game and play something else and come back. I always have to relearn the buttons.
It is a little weird. Some of the buttons are awkward. Like Jason, when you're playing as Jason, it's a lot more tricky to play as Jason. It's hard to kill everybody.
My biggest pet peeve is X button does everything on the game for PlayStation. So if you're going to the window and you want to open the window, you tap the X button. A lot of times my character just dives through the window. Like
that makes me so mad.
I've seen that. They just like jump through.
Like, I didn't do that.
I'm like, what happened?
Broken. You got injured. Like walking around like this now, and it's so mad because I was like, I tapped it once. Why did she dive through the window like that?
Put the window up.
When you want to dive, it does it. Like he's chasing you, and you're like, all right, let's dive through the window. And
no, he grabs me every time. I get so mad. Oh my god.
So unpredictable. So it makes you so mad, but I still play it, so it doesn't make me that mad.
Right. I can't ever complain because I've been playing that game for 3 years. At least once or twice a week. I love that game.
I love it.
I definitely got my money's worth.
Yeah. Anybody that complains about that game, I get my biggest thing, and a lot of people play Dead by Daylight. I have that as well, but I just can't get as into that. I'm more of a Jason fan, and I love all the things you can do on Friday the 13th. You can do so much more. And even though, there's not as many killers, but there's a lot of different Jasons. And it's still, you can do more as Jason too.
Oh, there is, yeah.
It's so much more fun. I just, the fun value to me with the other game isn't as fun. But I absolutely love Friday the 13th. It's just fun.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. It's awesome. I'm glad people are still playing it to this day, 3 years later, and even after everything that's happened with the game. I'm really appreciative and thankful that people still love the game and are still playing it. Like even I have some fans on Twitter, which is really cool. I've never had fans before until I did this game, and then everyone came on Twitter. I was like, "Oh, hi everyone! This is really cool." And they just talk about how much they love playing the game and how everyone plays as Vanessa. They always get away from Jason. I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, she's the one. I mean, her only drawback is she's not quiet. They made her laugh.
Yes, I get that a lot. They're like, we love you, but why can't you be quiet?
I say to the character when I'm playing,
you're like, I don't know.
Why did you so loud? Because he always finds me. They'll be like, other players on the map, and he finds me, and I'm like, dang it, Vanessa.
I'm like, I just voice him. I don't run her. I don't do that.
Yeah, you didn't pick the stats or the perks.
No, I don't.
So you didn't do any motion capture then? The motion capture? I wondered if you did those. I didn't know if you did them or not.
If not, then there's two aspects of Vanessa. We haven't met the body of Vanessa.
Right. I'm trying to remember if I did. I don't think I did. Because I have done some motion capture for some video games. Some for like the whole body and some with just the face. And I don't think I did that for Friday the 13th.
So there's a body out there.
What other games have you done? I didn't even know.
I have done, after Friday the 13th, I got Red Dead Redemption 2.
I've been wanting to play.
Great game.
Yes, I've heard very popular game. Red Dead Redemption 2, Creed, Rise to Glory, which is a VR boxing game. I've also done, oh my God, I've done something I'm trying to remember. Ozaria, which is kind of like a coding educational game, which is really cool. Hold on, I just need to look this up. I'm like,
I didn't know that. So I have games that you're on. That's cool.
Thank you. Yeah. 1 second. Let me just see.
When to get you in a Friday the 13th movie now?
That's what here. Sergeant Laura says, I would love to see Noveen in a horror movie.
Yeah.
What kind of horror movie do you think you'd see yourself in? A psychological thriller, a slasher, paranormal?
I love paranormal movies. I love them. I feel like I would be good in a psychological movie because I'm very good with touching in with my emotional side. But for the horror and slasher ones, oh, that would be so riveting. Like,
running all bloody.
Yes, yes. I did a short film 2 years ago with USC, University of Southern California, and I was all bloody. It was so sticky though, but it was all in blood, and I was like, I love this evil stuff. This is great. This is so awesome.
I often think about that when I watch horror movies and the final girls or the scream queens. It's like, what are they tapping into? To get
Right.
And just genuine fear.
It's just all your anger of just like slow people in California driving, or you chipped a nail. Let's like just use that anger.
Don't break it down. Don't break it down.
Just use that anger.
Oh yes. So did you work with any of the other voice actors? Were you with them? Any of them doing?
We actually didn't. No. As for me, I didn't work with any of the other voice actors when it came to recording the video game. I did all mine solo. I'm not sure if they did theirs solo or together, but I never got to see them while recording. But when we did have the release after party, I did get to finally meet Kane Hodder, which was awesome. He's gigantic,
so nice.
and I am so tiny.
Oh, I love that man.
He used to do that at all conventions. He'd get you by
like fake, like hold you by the neck. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. He's so nice, so down to earth, so chill. Yes, right there. And like he was like way up here on me, and I'm like this little 5'1" girl. I'm like
by his shoulders. He's got such massive shoulders. Like
yes, I'm like he's naturally Jason Voorhees.
He is.
He's really built for Jason Voorhees, basically.
He did all the motion. I was impressed that he did all the motion capture.
Yeah. And he did that.
The old characters.
He's a trooper. He's a trooper. When he did the photo ops for Mad Monster, he was Savini Jason, 8-Bit Jason, and Part 2. He did all the makeup, and you couldn't see. He was just a trooper. Like,
was
right? He's like, no, he's a professional.
I love that.
Yeah,
he's always great. Every convention that he's amazing.
That's amazing. I know. I think it was 2 years ago. Mad Monster was having a convention in Arizona where they were doing meet and greets with all the Friday the 13th voiceover artists and Kane as well. And I got sick just before it. I got so sick. I couldn't even leave my bed. I was so bummed. I was so sorry. I was like, I can't even lift my head right now. It was so bad.
Speaking of, have you ever done conventions?
I have not. That would have been my first one.
Oh my gosh,
my first one. We were actually for a different video game that I'm doing that's coming out. It's not released just yet. They were supposed to premiere it at E3 this year, and I was supposed to go, but now that can't happen. I'm like, when is my first
convention first going on? You gotta
I know. Listen, the third time's a charm. That was the first one. This is the second one. Third time's a charm.
I was going to ask, because if you've done conventions, how you felt like seeing people dress up as your characters, because cosplay is a big thing, and we had a couple of cosplayers there at that.
I've seen a few people.
I saw.
I want to see
a good one.
Did you meet Chad, the guy who does Chad's voice?
I don't think I did.
I feel he'd be a funny character to meet, just because everybody gives Chad such a hard time because Chad's a dick.
I mean, he even in the game, Chad's a dick.
I know.
Show me your Chad face. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Right at the beginning, yeah.
And I love Tom Matthews. I've met him a few times. He's always a dear. I love me some Tom Matthews.
Yeah.
Tommy Jarvis.
Yes.
Can you hear me? He's always adorable.
Well, those who tuned in, feel free to ask any questions. This will be your time to do so. Favorite characters, favorite Jason, favorite map. I know what's not my favorite map. I don't know. HellBarbie, Pinehurst. I always say Pinehurst is the worst. I call it Pinewurst.
Pinewurst. Yes, I can remember. I would love to set it to Pinewurst if I'm a counselor, because I can get away on Pinehurst. I know I'm going to get away if I'm on Pinehurst.
What map do you guys suggest?
Hey, there's glitches they have not.
I like doing the small maps. I like Pack-a-Knack. I like Crystal Lake.
Pack-a-Snack.
I call it Pack-a-Knack too. Higgins. I like those maps. Pinehurst is too big. It's too spread out.
That one, if I'm Jason, I almost want to quit every time.
Yeah.
But if I'm Jason and Pinehurst or the Jarvis residents, forget it.
It does. Like, we'll get into the thing, it's loading, and as soon as someone sees Pinehurst, the Jason quits, and it kicks everybody out of the thing. It's like,
oh my gosh.
Pack a snack small is fun.
Yeah, the small maps I like. They give me an advantage for killing Jason because there's not a lot of ground to cover, so you can move fast with Vanessa.
Yeah.
The map and get everything you need quicker. When it does the large map, it's challenging because it's so much ground to cover. Like the Jarvis House one.
Mm-hmm.
That one's hard because it's a big map. So you have two big houses in it too that are upstairs and downstairs, and then everything is so spread out. So
that's right. I've seen that.
I believe Vanessa is the fastest female in the game.
Mm-hmm. And Bugsy is for the male, I believe.
Who's the fastest male?
Bugsy.
Oh, Bugsy. I would love to meet him too.
Yeah,
I'm good. Yeah. I'm good with him too. I'm good with Chad sometimes.
I like to
play the female characters because you can get the sweater though.
Yes, you always have to make sure you have one good player that's a female.
I can play every time people play me. They know I'm going to get the sweater first.
Mm-hmm. That's me too. They always tell me I'm at the shack. I know exactly where the shacks are. Andrew,
I know where they're all at.
Andrew, what will you take from your experience with Vanessa and working with Friday the 13th, the game?
What will I take from my experience? I would say mainly just the aftermath of being in the game. I mean, I had a great experience voicing the game and recording it. And considering that was my first one, I learned how voiceover worked and recording in a studio and over a period of long months worked. But I would definitely say after it was released, just all of the excitement that people had about the video game and even the direction that it went, that it ended in a kind of not so good way, but just to kind of just appreciate everything and just be really proud of the work that I've done, because I can see that other people are really happy about the work that I've done with her too. And they've always say, I love playing your character and you sound so realistic when you're screaming and yelling, and I can always relate to her and it's just awesome. And I'm like, I never knew that just something as little as that had such a big effect on people. So I just love that people can gravitate towards the game and continue to play it to this day. 3 years later, makes me feel really good about this project, and I'm really happy about it. Yeah. And then even relating to Vanessa herself, I'm just glad I'm fast.
Yeah.
He's a great
I can get away from Jason.
Especially if you combine it with a perk, the heavy hitter perk, she can knock some Jason around. She could
yes.
You like that, asshole?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Oh my god.
So it always cracks me up when I play this game live and I hear little kids playing it, and I'm thinking, do your parents know? They sound like they're 5. They sound like, and when they're like, you're Jason, you feel bad killing them because they're like, no, not me, Jason. Not even.
You can tell they're like, I don't know. I freak out when there's little children in the game. I'm like, where is your mama? Where is your mama? I've said that before. Where is your mama?
Oh my god!
There's a lot of little kids that play this game.
I had no idea.
Crazy, and some of them are really good.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. My brother plays video games, so I believe it. Ever since he was young, I would watch him play video games for my entertainment growing up. I'm like, oh, that's good. Oh, you just died. Oh, you shouldn't have gone that way. You're gonna die.
So you're doing narrating for him.
Exactly.
Don't try to fight him. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Well, some people will try to fight Jason, whatever weapon. And originally I was going to ask you, like, what your favorite weapon was to use up there and all that. So, and you can't answer it for me, but you could probably guess what your favorite weapon is. What do you think your favorite weapon would be?
Should we tell you the weapons?
Yes.
I know. Wait, I know a few of the weapons, but go ahead and tell me. I know a few of them.
Well, there's the bat. The funniest one is a branch, which seems to be more like, I guess, best endurance over a bat. Like the 2x4 is stronger than the bat. So you have a 2x4, a branch, a bat. And then you have a frying pan and a pot. And those are...
Oh, I love the pot.
Yeah, a pot. And then,
I've never seen the pot or the branch.
The fire poker is ridiculous because it's so skinny. Like,
That's not gonna kill him.
Like, and then there's a flare gun. You shoot him.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a machete, there's an axe. Those are the ones I like to get because the
yes.
Get the mask off fast.
I've seen a lot of people with that. I want to get a branch. What? That's crazy.
Yeah, you see the branch. I never pick up the branches. I'm like, oh my god.
Hey Neka, can we get action figures for the game? That's what I want. I want action figures up for the game.
The counselors, they made the counselors, but all the rights and stuff are so tied up that everybody.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, someone's got to ruin all the fun. Like,
it makes me so mad. I wish they would get their shit together. I'm so sad.
Hopefully, in a few years, they come to their senses and.
Okay, so we got shotgun too. That's a good one, but it's one. For some reason, Tommy comes equipped with a shotgun to save the day, but only brings one shotgun shell.
Yeah, which is so.
We're dead.
Aggravated.
We're dead.
I drop the shotgun and get a machete as soon as I'm Tommy.
Yeah. And then you have like deterrents to use, like firecrackers, which you only carry 2 items.
A good Jason, you're not going to be able to shoot him anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm good as Jason. I can dodge you. I know how to get around that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta try that. But what is the pot gonna do? You just hit him once?
It's supposed to be able. It's supposed to have more stun than other melee weapons.
Like a branch.
Sense like
a branch.
Let me run around with this pot. And it also what's make it challenging is that you can't carry a weapon and an item at the same time. So a lot of times there's
that.
Like,
you have to decide.
You got a car battery. Forget it.
Yeah, you can't
throw that shit down and get a weapon.
Run with that car battery.
You're running with a propeller in your hand. Like, hold on, I got a propeller. You can't use it. You can't, for some reason, you can't use it as a melee weapon. So
I will leave that shit.
I do, because Vanessa's repair is not that high, so I always pick the item up and put it back down. I'm like, somebody else can fix it.
Just hit him with a car battery and then run.
With hiding on that game, trying to hide from Jason. Because for some reason, when I'm playing Jason, people end up being able to hide from me, like in the outhouses and stuff. But when I play it, I'm trying to hide in the outhouse. He gets me instantly. I ain't hiding it. Or under the bed. What does Vanessa say under the bed? She goes, oh my God, I hope he can't see me or something.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. I'm like, girl, don't be quiet.
When she trips.
I don't know. These lines are so funny. And now that I've watched the gameplays and see them put together, I'm like, girl, if you don't get yourself together and run.
Please be quiet, Vanessa.
Yeah, she'll trip. Oh! Like, we got so much noise.
God, you had to record all those little things like,
The
breathing. Oh my gosh, just the breathing.
When she's out of breath,
and it's like
hilarious.
Oh my! And I couldn't do that for long because if you think about it, we don't do this on a normal basis, but if you do that, you get lightheaded very easily and very quickly.
Yeah.
So they were like 2 takes. Okay, we're done. Moving on. Go take a break. Have some water.
Loop that shit.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, no, I'm gonna just loop that because I can't do it for long.
Yeah.
No, but like the tripping, I did all of that too, and the grunts.
The hitting,
all of that. Just, I was like, man.
When so you have to do like something for like every kill that Jason has, I'm sure. Like the girl.
Yeah, because in the recording studio, they would tell me each way that Jason would kill me, and they're like, okay, so now he has this knife. He's gonna slit your throat. You're choking on your own blood, and go.
Oh shit.
I was like, okay.
What would it sound like?
Okay, I totally know how to do this already.
I was like, okay, so if I'm choking on water, maybe how would I? And I like held my own throat so I kind of get some of the sound effects. I was like, I don't know how I got this, but I did.
You get drowned.
Exactly.
And it all works. It makes it fun. Like
it does. It does. It's just like if someone was coming after you trying to kill you, you would be paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like hold your breath.
The best line ever will always be, "You like that, asshole?"
Yeah. Oh, love it. I love
that forever.
Oh my god.
No! Like that's hilarious. Like when
Crumbie, no!
He does that. Oh my god, I have to play as him. Oh my god.
So he has the funniest lines, I'm telling you, because they're just so over the top with his reactions. And it's like, you're supposed to be the hero. Why are you scared?
Next time I see him, I'm going to go, no!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So we got a question here. What video game franchise would you like to be a part of? Since we already went through some of the ones you already worked on.
I don't think I have like a number one. I mean, obviously Friday the 13th. I'm so happy to be a part of this one. Like, this is amazing. Trying to think. I mean, this is so like completely opposite, but I love Mario Kart. I love Super Mario. I love all Mario.
Me too.
So if I could be like a cute little toad, it's like
I played Mario Kart.
You could be the princess.
Nintendo days.
Yes, all the princesses. See?
You could be the princess.
They can have a black princess. Yes. Me.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
It's half time.
Oh, that would be really, really cool.
People are doing some quotes here. Andrew quoting Jarvis.
Yes. Won't you fucking die?
Yes, they had me do that one too. They were like, "You are angry. He's not dying." Here you go.
And there's another fan. He's killing me.
You gotta do "Won't you fucking die" for us, Randy?
Be like, he's like, "Why would you fucking die?"
Yes.
Oh
You
man,
knew we were gonna ask you to do this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I knew it. I love doing them. I really do. There's one where yeah, the one that you were saying, like when she's under the bed and she's like, "Oh, did he see me?"
Be quiet, Vanessa. You gonna get me killed, girl.
Oh, and then she's walking through, and then she sees, or she thinks she sees something. She's like, "Was that a dead body?"
I love those because it scares me half the time if I'm walking. I don't see the body in the shadow, but the character reacts. I'm like, what are you reacting to?
Me too. That music, that dumb, that loud dumb.
Yeah, my favorite is when they're putting the things in the car. I think I put that in there, right? I'm like, there's only one way.
Yes.
How did you get that wrong?
I think I put that right.
Yeah.
I think I did that right. And I'm like, girl, you need to go. You just get in the car. Like, I watch the gameplays on YouTube, and I stress out myself. I'm like, he's coming. Go, 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 go.
Yes. Like watching the movies back in the day. Oh my God.
Yes. I watched the gameplay where there was like 7 Vanessas around. There's like 3 of them trying to fix the car, 2 of them trying to fight. The other one's like trying to find weapons. I'm like, whoa.
And then when you escape, you can flip through the screens and watch them all do their thing. And the other night there was 2 Vanessas in their swimsuits, and I'm like, oh, we got the Doublemint twins, like swimsuits,
yes,
running around.
Yes.
Speaking of the 80s, wow.
Oh, I love that.
Jay says, oh my God, Vanessa's voice lines are like imprinted in my brain. She's the only character I play.
Oh, thank you, Jay.
Yes.
Oh, I think he's one of my friends too on Facebook. Hi, Jay. I recognize him.
Oh, look at you. You got all these fans.
I know. They're so awesome. They're so awesome.
Yes.
They're going to love seeing you in action at Disneyland.
Yeah. I'm like, sometimes I like play at Disney and do fun, cute stuff. And then the other times I'm getting chased by Jason and getting my throat slaughtered. No big deal.
I have to ask, do you have, as an 80s connoisseur and an obsessed 80s fan, period, of 80s aesthetic, do you have a favorite 80s song?
Not off the top of my head. I know I do. I love a lot of the 80s songs.
Oh yeah.
What are the top 80s songs?
Can't go wrong with Bowie. Tears for Fears, like
Billy
Idol. That's like
Yes. Okay. Well, definitely. Oh, I'm seeing all these songs. I'm so bad with like eras, so I have to Google this. But I love Michael Jackson and all of his songs. That came out like for sure. But then Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. I feel like that's what you can play when Vanessa's like,
I saw that. Yeah.
I might have to make a compilation video of Vanessa dancing to all these songs.
Yes. And it's like Jason.
Yes.
back. It's like, no big deal. Don't worry about it.
You got to get some Prince Let's Go Crazy in there. And with
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Sergeant Horror wants to know, what's your favorite TV show?
Oh.
Okay, so if we're talking about animation, because I love Disney and I love everything Disney, I love Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb is on Disney Channel, and it's these two little boys. Oh no, it's these two character boys that make inventions, and their sister always tries to bust them to their mom, but the inventions always disappear before she can see it. And I've just always been obsessed with that. I also love, for like real people kind of shows, I love That's So Raven. That is a classic.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that's not Disney related.
Oh,
what you watching Netflix right now? What are you watching? Anything on Netflix right now?
I watched all of Black Summer. I don't know if you guys have heard it or seen it. I watched all of Black Summer. It's kind of like a zombie kind of movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, Black Summer. There's another one, and I keep mixing it up. But I always love watching the thriller, horror, any kind of zombie movies that are out there. I've watched all of The Walking Dead as well.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm that one person that didn't watch it.
Listen, I stopped at season 8 or something like that when I forget the guy, but the bat with all the metal around it and he bloods it.
Yeah.
When Michonne's gone, I'm done.
I was like, that's too realistic for me. No. That was too much.
My favorite character is Michonne, so when she leaves, I'm leaving.
Yes, Michonne, yes. She's a badass.
I want to meet her so bad. She's one of the people that's on my list of people that I really want to meet really bad. I just think she's so flawless.
Yeah. Jay had a follow-up, a memory, I guess. I remember looking up the 13 voice actors when the game first came out. I remember thinking, oh my God, where do I know her from? And realized you were on Ellen. Yes.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that. How was your experience with Ellen?
Ellen, love her to death. So you can get free tickets to her show. I got free tickets to her show online. Mind you, it takes years. It took me forever when I was in New York, but it took forever. Finally got on her show, and I was just in the audience. And when Ellen's like, hey, who wants to play this kind of game? I was like, oh, pick me. I was like super excited. She spotted me, interviewed me a little bit. And I was like, all right, we're going to play a game here. What's in the box? And I just picked a box, and I simply won just stuff from the Ellen shop. And I was so happy. It was just amazing. And then 2 weeks later, she invited me back to the show because she's like, I loved your reaction to winning just Ellen stuff from my shop, and I wanted to bring you back and interview you more. So she interviewed me more just about like where I worked, what I did. For volunteering, the tips that I made from my job, I wouldn't keep them. I would go out and buy food for the homeless and hand it out after work. And so she really loved that. And then we talked about voiceover a little bit. So she's like, oh, you do voiceover here. Read this on teleprompter. Mind you, none of this was planned. I had no idea what was going on because there. Oh, there we are. They told me I was there for something completely different. So I'm reading stuff on teleprompter, and then I win an $100 gift shop card to her Ellen shop. And then I think that's the end because they're like, all right, go ahead and sit down. We're going to wrap up the show. And then she's like, oh, I have one more segment to do. Noveen, come back down. I was like, so I go back down to her. And she's like, oh, I have one more thing for you to read. Go ahead and read that on teleprompter. It's not for the Ellen shop. It's just something we want you to read. So I'm like, all right, blah, blah, blah. Chevrolet is the most awarded car company 3 years in a row. And mind you, again, I didn't know this was coming. So I'm reading this right off the bat, off the teleprompter. And I'm like, why is Ellen having me read everything about Chevy? Because Ellen's giving me the car that's behind me. She grabs the mic, turns me around, the doors are opening, and there's my 2017 Chevy Equinox.
I would have died.
I have to look this up and see if it's on YouTube. This action.
Yes,
you can't read that.
I didn't even know how to react. I was like, should I cry? Should I be happy? I don't even know. Like everything was jumbled together in my mind. What? So that was really, really awesome that I got that. And then a few months later, she still loved me, and she was like, we want you to audition to be on our game show. So I got on her game show, Ellen's Game of Games, the first season. Got to compete in that, and that was a lot of fun too.
She really likes you.
I know. I was like, oh,
in the back of the car.
I love her. She's awesome.
You still have the car?
I do. I do have the car. I actually just gave her a wash today and vacuumed her out and everything. So
I also read somewhere that you're the voice of E. Do you care to explain what that is?
Yes. So I'm the voice of E Network. So basically, I voice all their promos and commercials that you'll see in between the TV shows. And I recently got this job in July, so it hasn't even been a year yet. Shout out to E Network. Thank you. So I'll give you an example of what I do. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Thursdays at 9, only on E, and catch up anytime.
You have a great
Wow. So you're like following the footsteps of James Earl Jones.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And then you're doing E.
I love it. I love it so much. I voice it for the U.S. and 4 other countries. So I also voice it for Asia, the Philippines, New Zealand, and Australia.
You have to do it in their native language, or?
I don't. That's a question I do get a lot, though. The only difference is time zones. So I'll still record the same beginning and everything, but I have to say like 7 different time zones because they're all different times.
Oh, wow. That's pretty
My agent was like, "Are you ready for this news? Sit down." I was like, "What is going on?" She's like, "You got it." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Like learning how to read, paying off.
Right? I'm like, wow, I'm really good at this.
I love when I find out, like, you'll watch a commercial and then you don't realize who the voice is. And when you realize, when you read somewhere, like, oh, that's that person. So many celebrities in commercials.
And you're like, oh my God.
Like, ever since, like, Rollins was the voice of Infinity for years.
Right?
I had no idea. He was getting that Infinity money.
Ever since I got in voiceover, it's just my ear's been more prone to listening more to all these voices, and you hear them differently, and you hear them like, wait a minute, didn't you just voice? Oh my God, that's so cool.
I know that voice. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That's great. That's so good to hear.
Thank you.
You got all kinds of work coming at you.
Thank you. I'm trying.
You want to do an animated voice, like for Disney or something?
I definitely do. Disney is my #1 Disney Channel. Now it's Disney app. Anything Disney related on TV, I would love to do. I have done animated shows before. I'm on Lego Friends, which is on Netflix and Amazon Prime. I'm the little sister of one of the main characters. So I'm Liz. I'm this like 7, 8-year-old girl who loves everything high tech and digital. And I'm like, Andrea, but I want to do that. I want to learn code. I want to do writing. Oh, this is so cool. Yay!
Nice.
It's like
Very cool. That's awesome.
Hello, Uribu. Oh my God, Noveen, I love you. I mean, Vanessa. Say another Vanessa fan. I think she's the top.
I love you too.
Aside from Jason, it's Vanessa, it seems.
Yeah, a lot of my friends tell me they play Jason a lot.
Priscilla brings
play Vanessa a lot.
Yeah. Song in F13. Do you ever listen to the songs that they play on the radio in F13? The game?
I haven't. I mean, I think I've heard some of them from when watching the gameplays, but not specifically. Summer of Heat. I'll have to see.
It's a very 80s sounding song with a female.
I feel like I've heard it before. I feel like I probably heard it before then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very 80s themed song. There's other songs too. I don't know the names of them, but they did a good job. They did a good job keeping.
Yeah, I would love a song. I wish I could get my band song on there, Unstoppable Killer. I think they would love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my charger real quick. My computer's about to die.
Oh no!
Oh
No! Yes, playing as Vanessa is definitely always fun.
Not today.
Yeah, there's a lot of like things that the game has so much potential for. More paths, more locations, more interactions.
There we go.
Would have been nice to see all that happen. Would have been fun to see a child Corey Feldman, young Jarvis.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Oh my gosh.
Or even like a young Jason, like Artie Lehman Jason. That would have been fun in the water.
I think they were going to do it at one time too. I'm sure he would have been the easiest to get away from.
Kind of touched on this earlier, Jay, but they're asking about if they ever contacted you to record more lines, and if do you think they would?
Well, yeah, before they never did. After the game came out, I didn't record any more lines or have any other sessions with them. But if this were to come back, I definitely 100% would come back and voice Vanessa again. I would love to keep this whole energy going, keep the story going, keep everything alive. Definitely keep the fans happy because this is awesome, and I can't wait to hop on and even play with them.
Now, your F-13 horror video game legacy now.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they ever do a reboot or a remake of Friday the 13th, you've got to try to get in the movie.
That's what everyone's telling me. I'm like, I would
so
love
great.
to do that. I would not be as tall as Vanessa, but I can run. I can run.
You were part of Jason's
Hollywood magic. They work magic. They make Tom Cruise look tall. They can make you look tall.
That is true. That is true. I didn't hear that.
I don't think I'd matter though in the movie if you was in the movie. I think it'd be great.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen. Yeah, that's true.
You'd be able to evade Jason easier.
Yeah.
Like run from him and stuff.
Yeah.
They would have to make her character like a track star.
That would be dope.
A tracksuit.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to have my blue iconic one.
Yeah.
Blue iconic tracksuits.
So do you have any of her outfits? You have the tracksuit you said?
I don't have the tracksuit, but I wanted to get it because I want to do that for Halloween.
If you do
Vanessa, Wonder Vanessa needs to.
You gotta wear the tracksuit if you do a convention.
I know, yes, that's what I wanted to do. I was like, I should totally show up in the tracksuit. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Everyone be like, which one's the real Vanessa?
We need a Friday the 13th, the game. Yes.
That's that I'll probably DM you, Noveen, of all the cosplayers at that show you missed. They got them all together. There was a Vanessa in there, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I saw a few photos.
See if I can DM it to you.
Okay. I saw a few photos and I was like, oh, I wish I could be there.
Oh, I want to see. That's awesome.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And a terrible tab.
Anything else you'd like to touch upon?
What was that?
Anything else you'd like to add or talk about before we wrap it up?
Well, I'm definitely gonna hop on and play Friday the 13th. I may even do it this evening. I mean, it's 7 o'clock here for me, so I may just hop on and try it out. I'm gonna suck at it. So,
what is your IG? Maybe you can make a post on your IG and we could tell the fans.
Yes. So my Instagram handle is at Noveen Crumbie. NOVEEN CRMBIE. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so follow up. Give Noveen a follow, and maybe you guys can sync up if you're on Switch. That's the platform she's playing Friday the 13th on, and maybe you can have a good time with the actual Vanessa.
Yes, feel free to contact me, you guys.
Vanessa.
Yes. So yeah, that's my handler on all Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and they can contact me. I think I have to give them my gamer code or something, the Switch code. Nice. I'm still learning this stuff, but I'm down to play with everyone.
Get that post on your social medias, and then maybe you'll get new friends.
Yes. Oh, are you guys on the Switch?
I'm only a PlayStation. HellBarbie is on Switch. I'm contemplating buying Switch.
That's AberZombie.
Yeah.
AberZombie. Okay.
AberZombie.
And now I gotta figure out who your character in Red Dead is, because I played Red Dead for a good year.
Oh, nice!
I'm gonna play that now too. Because
all of my friends and fans have been trying to find me on that, so I voice one of the additional characters. So it's one of the characters that you'll run into, but she's in, I forget what it's called. So basically, I'm like a prostitute. I'm a whore in the game. That's what they labeled her as. I just voiced her. But there's a place where they go to, and it's like, I think it's like a whorehouse or some kind of prostitute house or something like that. And there's there's like a bunch of them in there. Yeah. And I'm like, you guys have to just go and talk to all of them, because I did a Southern accent, and I was talking about my daddy this and my daddy that. So I'm like,
oh Lord.
If you find a prostitute talking about her daddy, that's me.
I know exactly. I
That's
know exactly where to go because that's where you can go to pay. They can bathe you. Like you get a bath from one of them.
Yes, I voiced one of them, so I'm like, I know I'm in that house somewhere, so just talk to all of them.
And I'm sure that was nowhere near as much work though as Friday the 13th though. As far
Oh no, it was just one paragraph and just did it a few different ways for them, and that was it.
A Rockstar game, so maybe you can get on GTA 6.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know I booked that until like it showed up on my IMDb.
That's amazing.
When you go Resident Evil, one of the Resident Evils, that's my other favorite series.
Yes, I've heard people say that's a really big game too. So I think I got enough for that before, but definitely I want to get on that radar. That and Fortnite when it was super popular, I had auditions for Fortnite too. So I'm like, all right, I need to start hopping on these big games.
Now they got concerts. And what Travis Scott do a live concert on Fortnite?
I think I heard about that.
Yeah,
oh my God.
They just held a concert in the video game. It was insane. I'm like, this is
in the video game. That is so cool.
Yeah. If you look it up, it was a big thing. All the kids knew about it. They could attend it with their characters at a concert that was actually happening with Travis Scott.
That is ridiculously ridiculous, but cool. Oh my God! Free to attend at least.
We have internet. We just had these giant things we had to blow into.
Right. Make sure it works.
Kids don't know about that. The struggle. If you had to quit the game, you didn't.
The struggle was real.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my copy of that, by the way. I play that too.
You have to start from scratch when you restart the game. But so this was a definite upgrade. I was really excited for this.
Yay! And also at one point, I know when everything happened with the game and it was kind of going downhill, they kind of shut everything down. I did this thing where I allowed fans to send me their Friday the 13th cases or
booklet things
and anything like that, and I would sign it and give it back to them just as something to make them happy because of everything that happened. And I did that for a few months, and a lot of people were happy, and it was really cool. So maybe I'll do that again.
Because there's so many new players. And you should do cameos where people can get you to say the lines to their friends. That's a thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you join Cameo, a lot of celebs are doing it so that someone can pay to have their friend get a happy birthday from Vanessa.
Oh, that would be cool.
I would love to do that.
It's like singing telegrams of the 21st century. So it's always fun to see.
I'm not on Cameo. I haven't checked that out.
You should definitely check it out because I think that people would really enjoy that.
Cool.
For sure.
Be like, you like that, asshole? Happy birthday.
I would die.
They're worth it. Saving it forever. Making it like
oh, that would be awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Too. John Kassir from Tales from the Crypt, he has people, they give him money and he does their voicemail for them as the crypt keeper. Because he's a voice
message. Yes.
Yeah, so you can, when someone calls them, it's the crypt keeper telling them that they can't make it to the phone.
Oh, that is so clever.
Yeah, it's just some ideas if you ever do a show. There's some ideas you can do for your
kids for that. Yeah.
I'm down to Mad Monster.
we gotta get you at a Mad Monster. We gotta have a reunion.
Yes, I would love to do it again. I would love to actually finally attend to one for once.
And then when we see you in person, you will have played it a good bit by then, and we can.
Absolutely. Yep. I just bought the game 2 weeks ago, but I was so scared. I was like, I don't know what to do.
You didn't get a free copy for doing it?
No, they gave me a free copy at the launch party. It was for a PS4. I don't have a PS4, so I kind of just kept it, and that was it. Yeah, but now I'm I'll just play it. I was I'll support myself, and I'll buy the game.
I think it's really cheap for Switch, though. You got it probably cheap for Switch.
How much? I don't even know how much. Wait, wasn't it 60? The case itself for PS4?
I think it's $20 for Switch.
Yeah, I got it for 30 or something. Yeah,
it was 30 when I got it.
Oh, okay.
There's weekends that they give this away for free, and you always know when it's a free weekend when you see a lot of level zeros pop up in your lobbies like that.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh.
I have no idea what they're doing, which reminds me of my first time because I had no idea what I was doing. I tried to get in a car with people. I'm like, oh, they're in a car. They stopped going out. I got out. What are we doing? They get back in a car and left me. And I was like, oh my God.
Better run.
I'm mean to some of the new people. I'm sorry.
Oh, but that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. Well, listen, y'all. I don't know what
if
I'm
I
doing.
know it's you, I'll help you though.
Okay, good.
We're the Vanessa twins.
I'm gonna stick with you.
We'll be the Vanessa twins.
Yes. Which one's the real Vanessa? You'll never know.
Yeah,
I'll be Wonder Vanessa, so I'm gonna be all kind of extra.
Yes.
Well, let's wrap this up. We had so much fun having you on. We appreciate your time. And hopefully we can get you back on, maybe with some other counselors.
Yeah, this was really great. Thank you guys for having me so much. Definitely can't wait to play with you, HellBarbie, and I'm really excited to meet you at some point, Gina. So
absolutely.
See me at any Mad Monster if you ever make it to a Mad Monster.
Yes, I'm always in touch with Mad Monster, so definitely open to it. Yeah.
All right.
It's the best.
I'll be in touch with you on IG. Like I said, if I find those pictures, I'll send them your way.
Okay. Cool. Yay. Sounds good.
And I want to play with you too, Gina, sometime soon.
Yeah. I'll send you my PlayStation name. I never remember.
Yay.
All right, we got more F13 friends.
Yes.
All right, well, until next time, you take care, and I'll be sure to listen out for your voice on E.
Yes, thank you. Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you, everyone who's watching. I love you all.
Love you too.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Vanessa.